And lo and behold, guys, we now have ourselves, ta-da, a drivable car. So let's go ahead and get inside here. Oh, look at this. There we go. So the car is now drivable. We can use the R key to turn the lights on if we want to. Press E to turn on your engine. You press F to enter and exit a vehicle. And off we go. So there we go. You can see now that we do have a drivable car. And we're now able to pretty much transport all of our loot, which is really, really cool. Greetings everybody and welcome to Let's Play Myst Survival. So guys, the version 0.2.0 of Myst has literally just been released. I'm recording it today, although you guys will probably be getting this it's probably going to be a Monday or Tuesday by the time you guys see this video. However, I wanted to go ahead and start a new game and a new series on YouTube now that this version has come out, because there's been some huge changes, especially to the types of zombies. There's new mining updates, all kinds of new things have been added to Myst since I've been live streaming it on Twitch. So we're going to go ahead and start a brand new game, and we're literally going to jump right into this, guys. So hopefully this can provide some kind of a guide for newer players as well who are looking to get into the game, and hopefully you guys can form your own opinion on the game. And if you would like to go ahead and get it, you can actually buy it straight on the Steam store. Honestly, my opinion, it's a great game, so let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and begin a brand new game, and we're going to go ahead and launch ourselves into this brand new world of Myst, and let's see what kind of things we're going to have to contend with. So here we go. 3 years ago, mysterious things happened. Many areas of the world were covered by mysterious mist. Many people got sick and died. People who survived without immunity had side effects. They became something ferocious. They would turn maniac when they are touched by fog, or found any other lives that could be their food, like human. Good thing I'm a fox then, right? You have immunity and survived at the time. The camp where you lived is currently attacked by some creatures which you've never seen before. You survived the attack and ran away. Alright, so let's see. Where have we ended up? Alrighty guys, so welcome to the world of Myst. Now, when you first spawn in the world, there's going to be these little tutorial pages that you guys can read through about health and stamina, shelter management, what the actual Myst event is. Now, for now, I'm going to go through just the Myst event one, just so you guys can get a bit of a general idea about the threats in the game, right? So, there's pretty much when you go around the game, sometimes there'll be an appearance of mist. And with the appearance of each fog, there is some events that accompany it, so the player must be prepared. So anytime the mist comes along, you kind of have to be prepared for it, because otherwise you are going to die. The infectious can come outdoors only at night or when there is no sun. So when the mist is out, that means they can also hunt while the fog is covering the area. So if you travel in the fog, it is actually quite dangerous, and you will see actually a lot of them roaming around outside. But if you do travel in the mist, the visibility of bandits is also worsened as well, which means you can actually get past like bandit camps and things without having to be seen. So mist can be a good thing and a bad thing. Now there's all kinds of other things like ore types, bows and arrows, things like that. However, I'll pretty much go through these as we get into it. So let's go ahead for now, close everything and move from there. Oh, okay, my mouse sensitivity is a little bit high. I'm just going to quickly adjust that, just to turn that down, because I think when you start a new game, your things reset. Let's put it like to 20. Let's see how that is. Kind of want it down a bit more. Okay, well that mouse sensitivity is very, very, very high. So let's go ahead and do it now. So usually I have my mouse sensitivity quite high, but yeah, that seems to be a little bit crazy. Down a bit more. Let's go to like 14. Okay, let's try that. It's almost a point which I like it. There we go. So now we're at 14% sensitivity, much better. So when you start in the world, you will pretty much spawn near a campsite, and this is pretty much your home shelter right here. So you can actually sleep here. You could open building and structures craft menu by pressing B. So if you press B, you'll be able to like make campfires, pretty much all kinds of stuff in here. However, right now those aren't really too important. We don't need to worry about that at the moment. So if you want to access your inventory, you press I, and in your inventory you have currently 12 slots available in your backpack out of a total of 36. Now you guys may be wondering, how do I get more storage? So to do that, if you press escape to come out, you can actually see these backpacks in the world. When you spawn by your camp, you'll get a backpack which you can actually equip, which will give you +2. You can see the number just above it. That will give you +2 storage space. So if we go ahead and press F, that will go ahead and equip the backpack, and that's a permanent +2. So when you go back into your inventory now, you'll see that we have 2 more slots ready to be filled, which is awesome, because that means we can actually take some of these things. Now to pick up stuff or interact with in the world, you just look at it and press E. So we're going to press E to pick up the saw here, and there's also a box here which has a few things inside it. So we've got ourselves some low-grade fuel, which we're going to need. We're going to need the matches as well. And if we get hungry, we've also got an apple here as well. So let's go ahead and see where we are. So we're currently at the campsite here. Looks like there is a way that we can walk over this way. Now, when you're out in the wilderness, you're going to have to be very careful because there is bears and there is things that will attack you when you're out. If you go too near a bandit camp, they will shoot you as well. So you kind of have to be very, very careful when you're first roaming around in this area. Because right now we have nothing to defend ourselves with, and we can't necessarily punch a bear to death, right? That's going to be a bit, it's going to be a bit of a funny one. So let's have a look. So we've managed to find ourselves a road, which is actually really good. So we're already at a road, and there is a bear right over there. So we are going to literally just run back to these trees and kind of get low because we don't want this guy to come after us. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay off the road that side while the bear is there, because if he sees you, he will charge you. They have a very wide aggro range. They will charge you if they do see you. So let's go ahead and just walk this way and see what we can find. So what we need to be concerned with right now is a place to stay, and we need to get familiar with like food, water, and all that good stuff. So let's have a look here. Now, there's also equipment we can find around the world to help defend us, and one of those things, I believe, is right up here. So you can actually climb ladders here. So if we go ahead and press E, we can actually climb this and head up to the top. So let's go ahead and make our way straight up here. Now, ladders are glitched, and sometimes you can fall off them, but yeah, that's the thing. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a SWAT helmet, and we can actually equip this, which will give us a little bit of protection. So the SWAT helmet right now is, it currently has 46% durability. If you right-click on it, you can then go ahead and equip, and that will get equipped then to your character, which you can see in your equipment slot. Now, this provides some good protection. You can also get things like bulletproof vests, you can get boots to move a bit faster, and you can even get like shorts, vests, and jackets and things like that as well, because eventually you will start getting cold, which is the thing. So we're going to go ahead and start heading down here, and hopefully we don't fall off this ladder. Just go down nice and slowly. If you do like jump off this, you will pretty much instantly kill yourself. So yeah, you don't want to be jumping off this straight away. So it looks like we're pretty much by a motel place right here, which is pretty good. Now there are all kinds of things in the world, right? So there's all kinds of cars and things that you can actually interact with, and you can actually break these down to get parts out of them. We'll go into that in detail in a little while. So if you actually go into any car, in the trunk of some cars, you'll find some loot. Now the stuff we want to collect right now is pretty much there's a few things. We want to collect scrap, we want to collect components, and if we can find any car parts in the abundance of cars, we want to collect these because we can actually make ourselves eventually a drivable car, which is really, really cool. So yeah, drivable cars are awesome because that means you can store a ton more stuff and take things with you. There are also things on the ground as well you can pick up. So what I just got there was some components, and I also want to get stones as well. So we're going to go ahead and get all these. Now there are places you can store your stuff. Oh, there's a spark plug in there. We're going to take this out. So let's go ahead and do that. Now this will actually take real time in-game time. So as you do actions and as you craft stuff, it will actually use time in-game. So you kind of have to be careful when you go ahead and craft stuff. Oh, there's a canned fruit there, and there's 15 more matches in that car straight away. Very nice. So we do have some canned fruit. Now canned fruit is great because it will actually store hydration as well as hunger, which is really good. There's another spark plug right there. We're going to remove it from this car here. There is nothing in the boot of this car. Okay, let's keep having a look around here. There is another car just over here. Now, these cars here, you can't loot them. If you see, if I try and come up to it, you can't actually loot them. However, you can destroy these cars to get stuff out of them, which is really good. Let's pick up the wheels as well. And there's a third one right over here. Because eventually we'll be able to go ahead and put all these onto a car and use it as our own driver one. This guy has a battery in as well. So we are currently out of room, which is kind of a problem. So what we should do is look for a car that we can actually attach stuff to. So there should be around here some drivable cars. Let's go and have a look. I see one down here. Now you can tell which car is a drivable car when you go down the road because you'll see there's a symbol above it right here. So you see this the symbol which looks like a guy holding a steering wheel. That means that the car that you are running to is going to be one that you can actually drive. It looks like since the last version, the models of the drivable cars have actually changed now, which is really, really cool. Now to actually make the drivable car work, you have to pretty much fill all the parts in. So if we go into the engine here, you got to put all the parts in that you need. So we're going to have to equip some wheels. Now this is going to take 10 minutes real time, so we have to be a little bit careful here, because this is going to take real time, and the mist can roll in at any time. So what you want to avoid doing is trying to do like big crafting operations outdoors, because yeah, that's gonna be a thing. While you're doing this as well, like if bandits happen to roam by, they can pretty much kill you as you're trying to craft stuff, which is, yeah, You've got a cancel option as well, so you can like stop midway. But there we go. We got three of the car wheels on. We just have one more to go, and we can also go ahead and store some spare stuff in the trunk of the car here, so we can put it in the boot. I'm gonna eat this apple as well. You can see my hunger and hydration is going down, so let's go ahead and just eat that. There you go. We can eat that, and that'll get my hunger and my hydration up just a smidge. And let's put any of the spare stuff that we can't really stack, nor do we want to really be carrying with us in here, because this will then optimize our room for collecting more things. There we go. Good stuff. Right, so that's everything collected there. Let's go around the around here and see if we can find some more stuff. There's an engine right here. I will remove that engine, and we can go ahead and equip that. Now, it looks like the mist is slowly starting to come in, so we want to be a little bit careful. But we're going to go ahead and search all these cars, because inside these cars there could be food, there could be pretty much anything to keep us alive at this point is good loot, right? So we're going to need to go ahead and search and see what we can find. So in this car, what do we have? We have nothing in there. In here, we got nothing either. Okay, so bit of a problem, but that's okay. Nothing bad. Let's go ahead and make our way back to this hotel then and see what else we can find. There is a scrap right there that I missed before, so let's go ahead and pick that up. We've searched this car already. Let's have a look over here, see if there's anything else, shall we? Now, there is some rooms down here we can have a look in. I don't know if any of these rooms actually have anything in. I think most of these rooms are probably going to be empty. Looks like all the doors have been broken off of this place. Let's have a quick look here. Now, running does reduce your stamina. You can see my stamina bar on the bottom right. If you want to see all your stats, just press shift. I can actually go through these now while we're looting. So the stats here is pretty much health, which is just like your overall character's health. This reaches 0, you die. Simple as that. You also got hunger and thirst. Again, pretty simple to explain. The lower they are, the hungrier and the thirstier your character will become. There's also fatigue, which is essentially if you go a long time without sleep, your character will become fatigued, and that means that your stamina will start to recover more slowly. Now, with the fatigue bar, you'll see that there's actually a white piece on the bar and a grey piece. Now, the white piece is your current level of fatigue. Your grey piece is, say, if you rest somewhere, if you like sit on a chair, for example, that's the maximum amount your fatigue will restore to. The only way to actually make the grey bar go to the top as well is to actually sleep. That's the only way you can make it restore fully. So let's have a look and see what we got here. There is some duct tape right there, which could be useful for later. Not that I really need that right now, but that's fine. We can have that for later. Let's have a look in this room and see what we can find. So food and water is kind of my concern right now. There is absolutely nothing in this fridge. Is there anything in here? The other thing we're going to need to look for as well is bandages. Trust me, we're going to need bandages, and we're going to need a lot of bandages. Because bandages, yeah, we need a load of them. Okay. Okay. Oh, I hear some zombies in this room. Not in this room, but there is some in a nearby room. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try and loot quietly. Just try and not to attract their attention, and we're going to keep moving around here. Right, is there anything in here? I can probably turn my stats up now, we don't need to see those. Okay. So there are some Zeds in here. We will be able to kill them, however, we're not going to do that yet. Okay. So they are in the room directly above me right now. So yeah. Kinda a little bit scary hearing all this noise above me. It sounds like they're right next to me, but they're not. They're above me. Okay, so let's go ahead and just grab everything we can. There is a bottle there that I'm not going to really need right now. There is... Okay, we'll take this. Anything up here? Nope, nothing in there. Okay. So, luckily, this door is actually closed, so we're going to pretty much just go right by this room. We're just going to leave them in there. And let's have a look in here. Right, so what do we have here? Hopefully some good stuff. So you can actually search these drawers as well, and sometimes you can actually find stuff inside them. So there's a sewing kit here. I don't really want the sewing kits just yet. They're not going to be that useful for me. Components, though, I will take. So essentially what we really want to find is scrap, components, and food and drink. So we do actually have a chocolate bar right there. We actually have a can of cola right there as well. There's another scrap here. And there we go, guys. We have a bandage right there. There's also a drawer. Can I search the bottom one? No. Okay, so there's a drawer here. Now, we do have a bandage. Now, bandages are great because they can be used to stop bleeding and to help you speed up healing wounds. So we're actually going to equip that into our hotbar right there and keep that with us. So let's see if there's anything else around here. Anything else? Nothing much in this room. Let's go and look. Oh, hang on. There's a scrap right there. Let's go look behind the doors as well. Always look behind the doors just in case. Could be good stuff behind them. Alright, let's go in this room over here. Hopefully we'll find something in here as well. Alright, so in here, what do we have? Absolutely nothing in there. We have bottles in here. Not that I'm really in need of bottles right now, so we'll leave those. There's actually a suitcase right here, which has, what's this? Painkiller. Not that we don't really need that right now as well. There's a battery. I will take that for our car. In here there is another chocolate bar. Excellent. So we got a little bit of food. That should help keep me going as well. Let's check my stats here. So we could probably eat one of these chocolate bars. They don't fill you up very much. And pretty much they are just... yeah, pretty much that just got me to full. Other than that, they're pretty much a waste of an inventory slot because they really don't fill you up that much. So whenever I find a chocolate bar, I tend to just eat it, usually right away. Alright, let's go ahead and walk past this area here. We're going to leave those zombies to it. And I think we're going to move on. Right, so let's go ahead and make our way back down here. So we're going to go ahead and move on. We'll make our way back to the drivable car that we found earlier. And we're going to see if we can find any more like stones and stuff on the ground as we go past. So those zombies are going to be pretty much trapped in that room. They won't be able to come out and come after us. There is a cola right there as well. I'll take that. Oh, 2 colas. There we go. So that'll sort us out for drink for a while. So that's actually really handy. So finding colas is always good. So let's go ahead and make our way back down to here. We're going to equip the engine and the battery into the car, and then literally we need 1 more wheels, and then we're going to go ahead and find a gas can as well. So let's go ahead and equip the battery. So we're going to literally drag you into there. We have to be very careful of mist, and I think the mist is starting to roll in. Yes, the mist is starting to roll in, so we're going to need to go ahead and get ourselves somewhere safe before anything bad happens. So before we do that, let's go ahead and store anything that we don't want in the car. So I guess we're going to put the... now things will stack to a maximum of 8 in case of scrap and components. So we've already got 16 scrap, so we can keep those in there. If we don't need stuff, we're going to go ahead and just put it in the car. Components I'll keep. I could keep 2 of the drinks in here. I'll keep a chocolate bar and a drink on me to use later. Duct tape we won't find too often. Right. We need to get out of here because the mist is rolling in. So as you can see, the mist rolled in very quickly as we were crafting there, because as things go by, it will actually roll in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make our way back to this motel, and we're going to go and see if we can just hold ourselves up in a room, because we do not want these zombies coming to attack us. So let's go ahead and make our way in here. And we're going to pretty much go into this room right here, smack this door shut, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can just hold up in here for a while. So what we can do now is we can actually, to recover some of our fatigue, we can actually sleep. So you guys will get to see how this works. So if you press 7, you can sleep on the ground, and in some cases like here, you can actually put your character on a bed. So let's go and sleep for a couple of hours and see if the mist will pass. Okay, so we heard something and we woke up. So we actually heard when the mist comes around, your character will actually wake up automatically. So you'll never fall asleep and then be stuck in the mist. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and sleep for a couple of hours here, and hopefully the events of the mist will pass. And as you can see, our fatigue is now recovering. There we go. The mist is now passed, and everything is good. So let's go ahead and drink one of these. Go and restore our hydration. There we go. And we can go ahead and eat the chocolate bar as well. Keep on top of that. There you go. Always keep on top of our hunger thirst, because we're going to need to. There we go. And everything's good. So we managed to go ahead and get past the mist event, and I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, getting past the mist is always very good. We're going to need to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and head back to our drivable car then. We're going to see if there's any other places we can visit along the way as well, because there will be like some other small houses and stuff you'll find off the roadside, and there's often tools and stuff in there that you can use. Now tools are great because you can then use them to like chop down trees, you can use them to take stuff apart. It's really, really handy. So all we need to do really right now is put the engine in this car here, right? So we're going to go ahead and equip this guy in here. Take me 20 real life minutes to do it, and there we go. Right, so let's go ahead and continue walking down the road this way then, and see if we can find anything useful, right? So there is a car right here. There's another cola right there, so I will take that, because cola is useful. Always good to have. We're going to need to see if we can find any other wheels and stuff. You can actually open and close the doors as well. Not that I ever find anything in just like the seats of the car. So yeah, not really that I find anything there, but you can. There's a component right there, so I'll take that. Not worried about the painkiller, that's fine. There's a second drivable car right here, but I don't believe these drivable cars actually have anything in the trunk. Okay, so there's actually a house just up here. Let's have a look at this place. So we could maybe make this our shelter if we wanted to for like the first night. We could maybe shelter up in this one. Just hold up in here for the night. There's a stone just down here, which I do want to pick up as well. So yeah, pick up all the small stones that you see, because you will need them for later on. Sticks and stuff you can kind of find everywhere though, so it's mainly stones, scrap and components that we're going to be picking up for now. But as we get more and more room in our inventory, we will start picking up more things. So is there anything here? There's a water barrel right there, which is cool. See if we can find any tools and stuff in here. There we go, there is our first tool, guys. It is a fire axe. So let's go ahead and grab this guy, and we're going to put him on our hotbar. Now, fire axes you can use to chop down trees. You can also use it to smack up tables and stuff and get wood scrap out of them for planks. So there's actually quite a few things you can do. So you can even break down lockers if you want to. Actually, if I go between them like that, I can break them both down together. Now, these lockers you can actually move into your own place and use them for storage. But we're actually going to break these down, because if you do, you can actually get components and scrap out of those. So I do want to take those, because that's pretty cool. You can even break down tables for wood scrap as well, which you can turn into planks later on. Actually, speaking of that, I probably will break down these tables here. There you go. And you break down a table, and you'll get yourself a little bit of wood scrap there. So we've got 6 wood scrap from this one. We'll break down this one right here. And this will give us more wood scrap, because eventually you can turn these into planks and things. And that gave me 7 wood scrap. There we go. So wood scrap, I believe, stacks to 16, so it's not that high, but it's good enough, right? So now we actually have an axe on a hotbar. If you want to see like the durability of it, you can see that currently we're sitting at 62.9% durability. So it's not the greatest. However, what you can do with these as well is I believe you can come up to these cars right here, and you can use this on the car to break them down. Now, as you can see, it's going to take quite a lot of time to do it. And as you do this, you will see that your stamina goes down, and the durability of your axe is going to go down much faster. So you can see that we're already at 56 just from trying to break this car apart with the axe. There is a better tool that we can use to do it, but right now the axe is our only option. So we're going to go ahead and just do this, leaving this as our only option for now. However, later on we will be able to break it down a little bit more. So we got some components and scrap out of that. Even got a few spare wood scraps, which I'm going to go ahead and take up as well. There you go. Let's go and see if I can grab that one. There you go. You want to grab all the components, all the scrap that we can as we're going. So let's go ahead and stack some more stuff up in our drivable car. And hopefully by the end of this episode, we'll have at least a drivable car under our belt. So wood scrap, as you can see, we've got a stack of 16 now. Components, I've already got a stack of 8. I'm actually going to keep these with me right now because we're going to need them. The cola we can put in here for now. But yeah, I'm going to keep the components with me because we're actually going to want these for other things. So this one wood scrap, we'll probably get more. Right, so let's go ahead and make our way down here, because scrap and components we can use to craft into other things. I swear I just had a bear then. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make our way back down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run down to this direction, past the house, because as you can see, just over here, there is a gas station. There's also a car here. Did we search this? Probably did. Yeah, we did. But there is a gas station just down here, right? With another drivable car. So yeah, gas stations, drivable cars, you pretty much will find them everywhere. So there's plenty of cars that you can actually do up and start driving yourself. However, there is a gas station right here, which we are going to need to go inside and have a look for some stuff. So let's have a look over here. Is there anything in here? There's a plank right there, so I'll take that. Because planks are handy. Planks take ages to craft in the early game as well, so that's something else that you have to bear in mind. Planks do take a while. There's cloth. Anything else here? There is, what is that? A leaf. Not really in need of leaves right now. Some more destroyable cars here. A couple of planks and things as well. Okay, so there is more leaves. Other than that, not too much. Now, as you can see, it's starting to get dark. It's turning nighttime. However, if you press the L button, you get a light. You actually have a flashlight that you can use. What do we have in here? Ah, look at that. Some more cola and some more components as well. Very nice. That looks good. So let's go ahead and make our way inside this garage and see what we can find. So let's open this up. And let's see what we can find in here. So there's a couple of lockers in here. There is another cola. There's actually a hammer here, which is handy. I'll take that. What's in this one? We actually have... Oh, look at that. We got a pistol. Nice. I'll equip that. We managed to find ourselves 2 9mm as well. So let's go ahead and equip that. So you can equip it and press R to reload it. And that will put your rounds in there. And anything in here? We got nothing in the third one. Okay, let's keep having a look around to see what else we can find. So what I really need is another wheel. There's a battery in here, but we need another wheel. Oh, there we go. One right there. Speaking of the devil, there is a wheel. There's another axe in here as well, so I could go ahead and pick this up and equip that on my hotbar as well, because my current axe is already at 47% durability, so not doing the best right now, right? So we're going to go ahead and equip this one. Alright, so there is a case here which has a chocolate bar in it, so I guess I will just eat that real quick. Yeah, that'll keep me filled. There's actually a shirt in here as well that we can go ahead and equip, so let's go ahead and equip the shirt. there is a workbench right here, and this is what I wanted to come to the garage to find, because on the workbench you can actually go ahead and build yourself some tools. One of these tools that we're going to want to build is, actually we're going to want two of them. We're going to want the crowbar, which is this guy here. So this is going to take an in-game hour to craft, so it'll take a while, and it'll probably be nighttime by the time we are done. So let's go ahead and do this one. So there's our crowbar. And the other thing we want to craft is a gas can. So let's go ahead and craft myself as well. That's pretty much, the gas can is pretty much instant, which is awesome. Although I don't know where it dropped. Did we even get it? I don't even think we did. Okay, they dropped the planks here. Oh, no, we did get it. There we go. So we have a gas can now. Now, the main reason I want the gas can is because we need to actually fill up the gas can with gas from other cars to then use in our own one, right? So if we come to, for example, oh, there's a common knife here, which I can't pick up yet. However, if we come to this car right here, you can see that there is no liters of gas in this car. However, hang on, let me pick this up. There should be... Okay, there's a blueberry there, not that I can really eat that. There should be, in some of these cars, some gas that we can actually siphon out and use in our own vehicle, which is going to be really handy if we can. So let's go ahead and run back up this way towards our drivable car that we currently have waiting for us down here. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can get any gas out of here. So this one, as you can see, has 2.67 litres of gas. So what you do, we're going to go over there, we're going to put the stuff in here, and we're going to say to fill the can. Going to take a few minutes to do it. And there we go, we've got 2 litres of gas in here, which we can now put in our vehicle, which will make it actually operable, which is really, really cool. Let's have a look at some other cars as well, and we'll see if we can get some more gas here. Right, so in this car, let's have a look here. So we're going to take this one. This has got another 1.24, so let's go ahead and take this one out here. So currently we've got like 4 litres of gas. Now I think this can hold 10 litres. This car has another 1.43. So I think getting like 5 litres or so is going to be pretty cool. Okay, so that's now filled the can. So this now has about 5.5 litres of gas in there, which is pretty damn good. So I think that's going to be enough for our car. So let's go and see if we can actually sort this car out and get this guy ready to drive. So we're going to put the gas can in here. You can actually leave the gas can in the car as well. It makes free storage, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and fill the tank of the car. And finally, let's go ahead and equip the last wheel. And lo and behold, guys, we now have ourselves, ta-da, a drivable car. So let's go ahead and get inside here. Oh, look at this. There we go. So the car is now drivable. We can use the R key to turn the lights on if we want to. Press E to turn on your engine. You press F to enter and exit a vehicle. And off we go. So there we go. You can see now that we do have a drivable car. And we're now able to pretty much transport all of our loot, which is really, really cool. Now, I think we want to go ahead and find an area to stay. And I think I know a pretty good area that we could go ahead and call home for our first night. So let's go ahead and have a little look around here, shall we? So what we're going to do is we're going to go and turn to the left just down here. And just down here, as you can see... Okay, let's watch out for that tree right there. I have to shove these out of the way. Getting pretty dark, but just down here... Oh, okay, run around that tree. There is a little house here that we can stay in. So let's go ahead and make our way to here. There's another drivable car right here. Not that we really need it right now. Let's go ahead and take this car over to here. And we're going to press E to turn the engine off again. And then we're going to go and press F to exit the vehicle here. So actually, let's turn on the light, turn off the lights with R. There we go. I don't think it drains the battery. Oh, I didn't want to pause the game. Okay, hang on. Continue. There you go. Let's get out of the car here. Alright, so it is now nighttime, so you've got to be a little bit careful because the infected can move outside at night. However, we've got ourselves a nice house that we could potentially use as a base. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to here, and we're going to actually open the shelter command and set this as our home base. So you just press E to open it, and then we're just going to say set as base, and that will set it as base, and there we go. This is now our new base that we can go and respawn here if we die, which is really awesome. Now, there are some windows here that zombies can break down, so as you can see, currently the barrier durability is 100%, but the zombies will start breaking through this and, yeah, destroying it eventually. So, let's go ahead and see if we can go and put some stuff away. Now, there's some room for storage here, so what we're going to do for now is we're going to put the... We're going to pretty much use all these cupboards to store our stuff, right? So I think we're going to put components... components and stuff can go in there. Any extra scrap, I think we can go in there as well. And then in this one on the end, there's actually a bottle of water in here, which is great. I'll take that. We'll take this. We're going to put the cans in here. We'll put the... I'd say what we could do is put the tools in here. So you can put any like hammers, saws, crowbars can all go in there because we're going to need that for building anyway. Let's go into the car and get some more things as well. Let's go ahead and empty this guy out. You can press F to take all if you want to, but do note it does take some real world time, so you've got to be a little bit careful. We do have our canned fruit as well. We can craft these into planks later. We'll keep the spark plug in the car because we're going to need that. Let's go ahead and empty all this. And let's pretty much transport everything inside the house here. Get this all sorted out. So we've got a saw. We'll put that together in here. We'll put any extra colas in here. So doing pretty well on colas. We've got actually 5 cans of colas, so we should be fine for hydration at least for a little while. We're gonna need to think about getting ourselves properly sorted out with hydration at some point. But for right now, we're doing pretty well, so we're okay for now. But yeah, things will get harder as we go. So we're gonna have, what do we have in here? Nothing in here. Let's have planks and wood scraps in there. We can kind of store these all together. Crowbars we're going to want to keep in our hotbar. Let's have a look in these ones. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. There is another canned fruit in here. And another canned drink in here. And a hammer. Okay, that's pretty good. So we got another hammer. Having more than one hammer is great. There's more matches right here. And some salt. Okay, so we want to go ahead and see anything in these top ones. Nothing in the top ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and sort all these out. So another canned... okay, considering we've got this, let's have our food and drink together right there. Sugar and salt and things can go in this one over here. We'll keep these all together like that. Small stones, I guess, can go... These don't really stack too much. We can actually put these in with this. This is our basic resources one. We will be able to make more storage stuff later. However, it does actually require quite a lot. Let's go ahead and get all the matches out of here now as well. We don't really need to keep these in the car anymore. Save some room. I'll keep the spark plug in the car though. And duct tape. There we go. And let's go ahead and make our way back into here. And we're going to go and see what we can do. So let's go ahead and put the matches and fuel. Let's put matches and fuel up in here. There you go. Matches and fuel can sit in there. Hammer can go in with the other tools. So you can kind of just sit in there. I can put my crappy axe in here as well and just keep my good one. So we actually save a slot. There we go. And we got a bandage. And then duct tape can go in with... I guess for now the duct tape can go in with like our basic resources. There we go. So that's pretty much everything now stored away. We have a spare spark plug if we need one. We will want to go and find spare car parts eventually. But for right now, what we can do is we can actually get the axe out here. Let's go and break these 2 tables down. Because we don't need these at the moment. We could use these to block up doors and stuff, but I'd rather take the scrap out of these and turn them into planks for later use. So let's go ahead and grab those. And I think there's also a couple of things in the garage here that we can take as well. So in the garage right here, there is another table here. So let's go and break this one down. There's a gear right here as well. I'll take this as well. Gears are actually quite rare. Quite valuable for later game components as well. So we will want to get a lot of these. But there's our gears. I think that's pretty much everything. That's pretty much everything we need. Around the back here, I think there's a couple of other things. There is another axe right here. Let's go and... oh no, not there. It's right there. Another axe right there. We can pick it up. This thing here will actually allow us to turn logs into firewood as well. So that's always handy. So yeah, this is a very good place to start. There's also these swing sets and stuff. We can break these down for more components and scrap as well. So if we go ahead and start smacking these, this thing will actually break down into more scrap, more components, and more things as well. So let's go and quickly break these down. One more. There we go. There we go. And then we've got this one. So let's go and break down the swing set here. So yeah, we can pretty much break all this stuff down. Now, the swing set actually takes longer to break down than I remember. So yeah, it's probably going to take most of the durability of my axe. But we actually have a spare one now, right? Now, eventually you can get a better tool, like a sledgehammer, to break these down. But you actually have to craft that yourself. I don't believe you can find them. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and break down as much as we can right now. Our stamina is getting low, though. So once your stamina does hit 0... you won't be able to swing your axe anymore, and you'll have to wait for it to recover. Now, our fatigue is pretty low, so that's why our stamina is not recovering all that quickly. However, should be able to go ahead and get a few more hits on this. And once we got that done, we should be fine. Right, we're almost there. There we go. We break that down. What do we even get out of that? We got some scrap. Very nice. And we got some wood scrap as well. So some scrap and some wood scrap from that. Took quite a bit of time to break this one down, considering it didn't really offer that much stuff. How about here? Yeah, this one's going to take a while to break down as well. Okay, so what we're going to do then is I think we'll go ahead and break down the rest of that swing set and slide it in the morning, because we don't really need this. I think we can break this bin down as well, can't we? Yeah, we can. We can actually break the bin down, which is awesome. However, it's going to take quite a lot of durability on our axe. I bet our axe is probably mainly used up already. Yeah, we're already at like half durability right now, so there we go. So you can break that down and get some scrap. There we go. And we can go ahead and quickly store this away with all the rest of the things. Store it with all the things. There we go. So any spare scrap. So we got another 2 components. Very nice. I'll keep those together. We got some spare scrap. So 3 more scrap from breaking all that down. And we got another... Actually, quite a few other wood scraps as well. So that's pretty good. So those can stack, and then these can stack. And I guess we'll keep gears in with this lot as well. So pretty much like all our little components and stuff we'll need can keep in there. So that sounds good to me. And then again we can put our crappy axe in here, and we'll keep our good one. So now you might wonder why I can't take this off the hotbar, because I have it equipped. So just press the same hotkey again to unequip it, and then you can remove it from your hotbar. And then we can just go and put it in there. There you go. And I'll keep my best axe on me for later use. All right. So I think, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and close the door. We're going to make our way up to the top here. So there's a couple of rooms here that we can do crafting in, which is awesome. We can set up some workstations in there later. However, in this room there is a bed. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this bed in front of the door, so that any bandits that may want to come and attack us won't be able to actually break through the door. So you can use the Q and the R keys to rotate. So Q rotates left, R rotates right. And we're going to go ahead and put this bed right up here against the door. And then we're going to go ahead and press E, and we can rest. And then if we rest for a full 8 hours, that'll take us to the morning. And that should be a pretty good point to go ahead and end off the episode. So let's go ahead and sleep, and let's go ahead and end off the episode right here, guys. There we go. Alrighty, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, bye!